season. I think first of all, congratulations. So Ukoi and our Samba Ubai, so within the second round, you see, I 11 goals. I think the only goal catch up as 13. And then now Ubai waiting here, within a short period, waiting here, share some number of goals. And then be able to you're sure 70% of the Ubai target is also trophies. Is a more FA Cup final. League is also there's a chance. Celebrating already. Who players on Congo Bay and Amudi?
First of all, I think the Uncle Pans said, "No, my team winning." Because in the game, be there, so we really wanted to win so that everything push yourself up there. And then, my son, that my teammate for us for the support. I'm the man from day one. Me buy no, me broke a crab. Me buy no. As time goes on, so a boy more they support each other, and I be able to do. And then, talking of the league, we are not in a rush to decide say the league and CMG, but every fun game after game like today, send it made in Kunimono, and then we look up to the next game now. If I say ever course the way we planned now, and then the FA Cup also we can't go trophless this season and then and see. The hope is a season because we don't know team Edge Cup if not the league the FA Cup no the Sometymer.
Right. I mean just before me so team go your player back or attack back or measure more goals, no more mark as supported by in your case, Albert, so I think so also was a 10 as a 11. Then come on and multi more, yeah, bomb now so go numbers on team.
I think say I support each other. Sometimes they go a situation who say we are selfish and this maybe on us not doing one it or decide and say we both be brother and visa. Until support each other, I be pushing on to push me on so sharp. Now I'm so motivating some share, now motivating say on special na pushing I think say give out our best.
Right. Question for family.
Congrats, we did this year from TV3. We'll be an answer team now, it's a more born with baby, minimum queen, and you'll see 1 players in common yard, except on we call. Just within few months, coached by last 4 games in my ball. 1 draw with House of Folk, 3 wins straight up. Again, coach that become 1 man, all of a sudden, team manager didn't play the GDS number. More play for the win.
I think say before they lose, never ban na you winning, and as they lose, you be there. Able my things say fatigue, SAT or team anymore. And then I'm say coaching and so buy and so on. Kasabi Bruyne, advice on a lot of things. You may be a while be out. You won't say be a year, but coach and also no for now no. And found to any way in then I am working towards it. I think say no counter. Team ya winning like the matches now can.
Right. Attacker and then blanks enough. You have a coach. Yes.
I mean, I told me the attacker from a team already. They did immediately my head coach. You can say players are more to here. You don't need tactical coach now. You need a father. Have you been able to observe that fatherliness from your head coach?
Oh yeah. I observe it a lot of times. Who say like play father role and kasa. But sometimes I come or bathroom to the say on your dim come on your straight. Sometimes why not you if you say coaching put on was come go any dimpa. Now you say hey coaching put any dimpa was like why you pay boy did know. Now me need diagro straight because hey the coach here go match put on your side. I think say I will play father role and kasa.
Right. Last one. Okay. Let me take the last one.
2 goals, 1 assist in a game, and this is the first time this season. We're joining Asante Kotoko team share 2 goals as an assist in a game. How excited are you as a player looking out for Neba and your final message to Asante Kotoko supporters?
No, I'm not happy man because I believe saying committee me I more because now a couple of times ago now I was saying committee me deciding to na meeting there and then again so now offside decisions now I have a party. I think say I'm happy because now me who saying committee me more until we are going forward I think say me who share the way me run for the offside and now meeting give out my best game.
Last message to Kotoko fans.
Me say numbers na ba stadium for now I'm say Eswati and then we team of Peliga just na GFA Cup I think say supporters say be here almost support the identity. So I'm back parking the numbers and I'm motivating it me achieving it. So I say achieve as a team.
Like your last
Kwame, Kasano, Okawo said, Obakotopa, and your goals in one which and then sell the club, Miss Ubayedi. Personally, what about first spell when we and our call it? With this second spell, I will me any DSC club and what the club media to tell personally.
Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
This is the first time this season Asante Kotoko scored 4 goals in a game.
No, second time.
Second time, second time. And you not just scored the goals, you dominated the game throughout the 90 minutes. How important is that Thursday matches you've been playing at the training grounds affecting your games? Because you said it did the magic for you in Takwa, and today, how did that game against the young Porcupine also?
I think every coach has his way of doing things. Before you enter into every game, you first, as a coach, ask yourself, what do you need out of that game? Because there are some tournaments you would like somebody to beat you in order to avoid Brazil or Germany. So, as a coach, you plan towards that. Now, I made it clear that Thursday's game gives me the opportunity to see my tactics, give me the opportunity to see how my boys are responding.
Okay.
Dr. Ice watch out.
Nyame Nshano. We are power back on. And then the 21st day of May, 2020. I say radio too.
Kakra. So you're going
to the 21.
If you there by now, okay. Nice abano ntie.
So Pep Guardiola has claimed he will quit City if they have such a big squad next season. I mean, Tiase until Sebia Uchem. So on the coach they determine the squad.
Yeah.
No, I became imperial.
So squad be we can't say meaning that we train squad.
Okay, baby, Anna Ebinuma Unya baby I don't befa. In that case,
Newcastle
remain. Newcastle interested in why?
Jack Grealish.
Not bad. Ange Postecoglou determined to silence critics with second season silverware. And then on mobile final, no.
7 p.m.
Europa League title won't solve our problems. Amorim ahead of final versus Spurs. Frank Leboeuf, who kind of?
The kind of former Chelsea.
Who no?
Former Chelsea.
Who no? Okay, I'll say they should join the race to sign Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Okay, this summer. And Madrid have taken a decisive early step in the summer transfer market by approaching Juan Garcia, a Spanish goalkeeper, asking for patience as they work through the future of Andre Lumin. Antonio Conte interested, according to Babaisa, in return to Juventus. And Max Eber, on a Sporting director, you can call him the sporting chief, or say they have plans there.
Their plans for the season approved by the board.
Okay, so their plans have been approved. This is fine. The plans include what and what? Go for Mumbusami, Mami answer Hanaminko. Baby, I'm interested one. Honestly, I don't care who wins or who will lose this game. Honestly. Between the devil and the deep blue sea. A win for Manchester United didn't be Ghana. Am I?
Yeah.
A win for Tottenham Hotspur didn't be what we are seeing now. Into audio beji and Yamim one. Born Crami Heavy.
I chairman Tika, we didn't get
Born Crami Heavy. And there, and more best 7 Namada.
If someone full of winning,
on no Manchester, I am a damn for no. But 7 Bobby 10 minutes here. Na fee. My baby. Almost say they are in super sport na. So Brother Musu asem bra. Transfer Musu asem. Another headline about him. Super sports. on the verge of finalizing a landmark broadcast deal with GFA.
Yeah.
Okay, for the coverage of the Premier League.
Yes. 2-year deal.
Agreement expected to be worth 2.5 million across 2 seasons.
Yes.
That will not be bad.
Yeah.
So negotiations between the two parties are still ongoing, but sources close to the talks reveal that the deal is nearing completion.
Yes.
With Ghana's Minister of Sport Kofi Adam playing a pivotal role.
Yeah.
Say Kofi Adams obe no cause of sponsorship.
Yeah, Obo Super Sport the and almost dedicate $500,000 for the promotion of the league, separate from Scanner Super Sport Acheampong. Normally they cover league, you know.
500,000 one a day ba.
Super Sport.
And the 3 million.
Yes.
Promotion of the league.
Promotion of the league, separate from the sponsorship of the
for 2 years now.
Yes.
Okay. A football fan has been remanded in police custody. Ne born in say Oko Park so. E obrekum. Never obrekum nia obrekum Chelsea na supporter.
A Chelsea supporter.
Okay.
Oko Amankonaso in the game. And omo fan then ko Sunday.
Oh, so.
Yeah.
One bono
but no person bono because they heated or Kwamankonaso. Yeah.
Then they remand, sir.
Say, yeah,
assault. So born are verbal
assault.
Okay. Honorable for Rajaman Zuba, Mayor of KMA or Mayor of Kumasi, has arranged, that's why buses to transport Kotoko supporters to be on Sunday. Bus is saying, and now you are not sure of the number yet.
Yes, but him say minimum will be two buses. 2 buses. Minimum.
Interview no stadium. Interview no stadium. Before.
Okay, so be ya now. Is it much why you?
Well, no, muko shiano. RCC ekoshiana o finalize bibi antino.
But my buses in number.
Yes, buses in the Sunday be ready.
Away, an arrangement. Okay. Mike Lampedu said to part with Razovuk, contract with the Phobian due to expire at the end of the current season. Defender has reportedly informed the club of his decision not to renew this deal. Gaka executive so boom. Chairman answer and admin manager Udunyako. Any all executives of Gaka. Any Abraham competitions, no. Yeah. Must start. They are even calling the clubs. Okay. For now, no club big catchem say Gaka 4. Mr. Ansa is in touch with them. Say Sremo top 4 no drew her. Yempemi mommy mo any so they want to look at all the other competitions. No na. But Gaka befan to my favorite. We hope so. Nayana atete omunka. Issue statements. The TSU of Ghana football. Operations answer. Munka sa simsi anoma kasem. You issue statement. You state your positions. You know saying SMB di mabo top 4, mabo president cap. Na mo wi Gaka. Nse no ano no. Remember ho kire na mo boaboa omo. All right, solo over more from lawyer boss. You didn't say no. There is a nest of water of ya ABA 2 year nature say ABA Herbal Center at the association. So Aja here. Aja fine.
Eti anopay yamo special good morning na yamo kwaba Oyerepa 100.7 FM live on Oyerepa TV na ye konko phone so na ensem wano pay edi adenchechana ebum fumpa ewon ko phone no ya de honsem ato anim ensem no doso enne anopay namom de disafata se wohwe na wotie ena ye de em wo kitikiti mam polibi ena ewoma akansuo ya no makan bu no pa enti anopay ya to eboase na ya confirm munumunu nyina ama oni ato eboase
a church and 7 year not what's your Facebook pages no Oyerepa Sports a Twitter Oyerepa Sports a TikTok no under Oyerepa Sports enti okowa ningina Twitter no Oyerepa Sports, TikTok Oyerepa Sports, Facebook Oyerepa Sports. Now for Ode Oyerepa Live Oyerepa Radio. Etime accounti your social community no okowa obia yedawa anopay oba enjoy bie ye shall see afi England na enra Pep Guardiola etinisio mrana Pep esu ningina muni say Kevin De Bruyne we with Manchester City the farewell no abeda Oyerepa TV no so na ya enjoy kwaya na Kevin De Bruyne ene na yere ene ne manom ekra Manchester City enti a live on Oyerepa TV now mami ko Pep Guardiola na so ye osi osuye because abanterom no krani ono Pep ready enka ne pe ene se obetenam na fe wato so ye adwuma enti amatin that is live officer I was say oto so our baby foforo anra ne impact wo game so bia ehuye obo na ba so with adwuma wabeyam enti ama Manchester City Pep ehuye eno se ne squad size no opose eketwa on players bebe enti report just Salvino Abdulkadir Husanov Claudio Etiveri Rico Lewis and James Amakati abusuam woman nyina na amu bench on Tiaka City squad na a bassa squad size woman bi I don't know say going into 2025-2026 no squad no I was say otesu sekoban say otesu na mpenimfo and Chelsea adwumanom I was sure to Jack Grealish the Amerite chamsam komodiam koso say oko Newcastle United amaso ya amani abrepa say amansam Abeka Jack Grealish na fe obaya adwuma edi ama team Kevin De Bruyne ma'am Pep Ebona baso Kevin De Bruyne na abetting a farewell so baba na fe sound voices nina and play on Oyerepa Live Oyerepa Radio na fe Oyerepa Sports nina yere hunsem atoni high sense koma so ye television set and open refrigerators test freezers air conditioners outdoor washing machines outdoor gas cookers smartphones sound system water dispensers microwave blenders rice cookers kettle iron air fryers amodi no papa enti tom for free omaso oboase sunyane tetimai kenesi tamale ho ye ho nyina okwa wo mo branches ho 0302 5500 0302 5500 na wafem high sense na bebia koye ama mamintie Pep Guardiola emra obo Kevin De Bruyne abaso with around former appearances at Etihad Stadium as player at Manchester City.
Their players are irreplaceable. Of course, it's so difficult to do it because it's not about how much I provide in goals, assists, or who's incredible still. It's the connection that the way you play and the year by year, provide for this club, for the people love, because at the end, I'm pretty sure Kevin, when I arrived here, was not Man City fan, right? So I'm pretty sure, I don't know who teams he supports, but I'm pretty sure now he's Man City fan. It will be forever. And that is because there are connection between them and between all the people and him. Well, the important is emotion for him, his family, and our fans. So I think the vibe that we got and everybody saw that how much they are connected, the people from Man City with him, his family, and how much love. That is nice, everything we achieve. But when you live in a place like we have been a decade with this incredible man.
Enti sa ochade na course na oye nipa o se ka motivate you sa odia o babia ya adwumaden work hard that bia ya be kai a history about Kevin De Bruyne no what say we are say babia o fani o self bia work hard enti Kevin De Bruyne so ne farewell to Manchester City fans our Etihad Stadium any
Manchester is home. Manchester is where these little kids are born. I came here with my wife Michelle to stay for a long time. Didn't expect to be here 10 years to do what we have done as a club, supporters, my teammates. We've won everything. We made the city, the club bigger. And now they're going to take over. I wanted to play with creativity. I wanted to play with passion. I wanted to enjoy football, and I hoped, and I think everybody enjoyed it. And everybody has pushed me so hard from inside and outside the club to be the best version of myself. And these guys, everybody we see on the screen, and these guys in front of me, they've made me so much better than I was before. And it's been an absolute honor to play with these guys. I've made so many friends for life, and we all together. We'll be back for sure soon, whenever.
How do you hope these fans here remember you?
No, like I said, with joy. This team tries to entertain people and win. This team works incredible hard, everybody behind the scenes and on the pitch. And this team want to win. They will win in the future with me or without me. And I know everybody in the city and these supporters will be behind.
Team way about winning with or without me. Now, okay, next story now. I quite to say, can't have on my ye. No be a Juma, what fear, no one more fear. Son, it's a pep, dear pep. Nakuta Kevin De Bruyne. I see Oba City, no. About nobody Nkraway or woman in our city Chromo. And to me say, club mini a lot to on Kevin De Bruyne. And so some and the Maminko Santos goalkeeper Gabriel Brazil. Now sure the mate HM Chelsea team come say na am emfa em Chelsea Mobokono John Mikel Obi se maybe okikabi Mark Kukureya of Chelsea and they Alka and say was some adwen say boy no bona obonisisi no or believe say abebuam am Chelsea akon ede akọ nanim na or believe say Enzo Maresca ultimate at the Conference League now about the Champions League next season through the Premier League qualification or believe say in for player bia and was amutom at the man for Chelsea ultimate competing next season trophies no and was amutim Frank Leboeuf on a former Chelsea player I see or can Chelsea for say Pepe ma amon 10 na amon 10 na Rema the player Rodrigo amon fanemra na amaya juma emma Chelsea believe say amwo Rodrigo and yama p and na odi abematino Enzo Maresca at the Atu Conference League no Kenya hu hia no pa opesa oje the Conference League so and the Champions League qualification through the Premier League top 5 no and hu ehia no and yansema owura no at the Atu and no pay enti ye be fi on afa ye tin come UEFA Europa League final na and adaje any posoka our stadium the Mama Mess and I say Mr. Okowa and pay beja Summer Mess barrier abusiam na uko Tottenham any United game now at 7 p.m. and Etoga and you may security presence on the show ahead of the Europa League final and on panel UTS sports activities now make catch say and near me kosi Paris Kaya na Madrid and Liverpool no among pesa ebibesi and then our beba okromo into securities air tight obeko Oyerepa TV no so now if you enjoy security presence our beba okromo na wako Oyerepa Sports Twitter TikTok Oyerepa Sports now if you enjoy nina Naba Ruben Amorim on United Challenges afino Naba so nemam anopai adusam Herbal Clinic or semen from to him, sir, or not mammy Dusanon, ya dear, obesa at the Amari San say a boss at young say dear, woman, Emma enim essa, enti abusiam, sir, ebia, audio coco neduna, sisine ya, arthritis general, a well being, menstrual pains, no, Nina asi able to, and now, abusiam. Wasasya na fe unusu adusa herbal mesa ene adusam herbal capsules nyamana ebe koye ede ambao na wape adusam prostamide capsules no bi na one ebansa prostate na etu ase adusam man capsules ebwa amwa bemamu ewo empem swami manzi macro go filling station inside ho womo ho enkran pumpuniman temu ho La Paz womo ben Las Palmas amu behind Pizza Man 0500110115 0557009824 na fe one bi amanema koye ama Ruben Amorimsam odim challenges Manchester United akom afi na dia all can say said the bia ka pray I was amoje at Manchester United fans Ruben Amorim ya and I say Bruno Fernandes qualities ekuta Bruno Fernandes joining me say player no that bia I was say team a coach and what you also pressure the pressure on so number pressure no hand to me mabia or on fire agrono say bia ready a gamer pressure on me so let me concentration no so or your full focus our Tottenham Spurs game no so na abusuam young fan to just say Spurs Destiny Odoji and they are to just say Destiny Odoji and now on the Tottenham Spurs the UEFA Europa League Manchester United team no and pay young co Oyerepa TV so your work kakra our bebao kromo some mess barrier muka park no shy enti and pay on Oyerepa TV the nina atuswa enjoy bie na udawani kokopiabo our Pedro Porro na soya as fans no or come mate say and do bia game be difficult and them qualification there woman sa ebetime aka and then Vicario ebeta go prosmo ama Tottenham Spurs Destiny Odoji Pedro Porro Christian Romero Mickey Van de Ven and a complete back for no afe Rodrigo Bentancur ebon Vince Bissouma and a Papa Peter Sa and also ebon na abusuam udawani ekomwa Son Heung-min ebesia kan Dominic Solanke and a Brian Johnson omni players among started ama Tottenham Spurs oko Manchester United Onana in goal post Masurai Harry Maguire Luke Shaw ebon as 3 back and afe abusuam Amad Diallo obanya Odogu Casemiro and afe Ugarte Fernandes Bruno and Alejandro Garnacho and Rasmus Højlund amo and Nantia on the start amatim Tottenham Spurs manager and Postecoglou so determined say and obe silence the critics now with his second season of the silverware with Tottenham.
I'm not really sure. My headspace is more around sort of making sure that we give our best chance of success and what that could possibly mean for the club. I mean, I think when I came to the club, the number one sort of priority, particularly for the fans, was to win a trophy. That's what we're going to try and deliver tomorrow. Oh, look, I guess I didn't realise at the time it's a decent grab for people to kind of clutch onto, and as much as people try and sort of make it a sort of irritant for me, I think the fact that they're still talking about it means that we're still a chance for it. So the longer they're talking about it means the more I've got an opportunity to do that. He's been an outstanding servant of this football club. I think he'll go down as definitely a legend of this football club.
Oko Ruben Amorim Asweya or say Europa League title no so amojikra and solve Manchester United problems.
Some games and they are sacked. It's hard to explain. I think people see what we are trying to do. I think people see that sometimes I'm thinking more in the club than in myself. People understand, especially the board, understand that we had a lot of issues that in the context is really hard. So I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain how the fans like me in this moment, so it's hard to extend the recruitment, the academy. I think we need to improve. So
Young Europa League in 70 who many kakra Spain Madrid the teach him say Luni no likely say abeko na okwa Juan Garcia or goalkeeper Emma Espanyol on the latest goalkeeper Madrid say woman say ebetimi akano Jude Bellingham ni shoulder surgery no report kutami anoplay HM say obeye oya na it's a start of next season on start with Madrid Ibrahima Konate let us HM say PSG it say amram amaya juma emetim sound so and Madrid tata unti PSG Real Madrid and a sa player Luis Diaz emetisa a priority and Barca ni so de un sa win gonna there I was say Luis Diaz eba na obejaho emma timom na yes Barca penin for Julian Alvarez a player mu fi sa o me say e Barca ni mo say Robert Lewandowski e be kwa e say amode Julian Alvarez eba e be lead attack no e ma Barca ni reporter e ka yensa and play Barca players no e be nya 6 weeks rest and sample and a start season no Atletico de Madrid chief Henrik Cerezo ate atudwa say Clement Lenglet ene Julian Alvarez omunyina on better team as permanent players in boss yede esino we dey born again omo ankasa ni mate Juliet Owusu and birthday ne nti Juliet em happy birthday na boss you so em for you see her
so fata kwaba
yeah mfa
na won ye dey
eja no mo mfa ba ho dey
okay na say dey hu acho
eja yasim fodos o ye ni nyina
okay
madawro
masisi fodos
yes sisi konani pa
amanfo hu no kure no
pa
na say so ko pie mu on kran
meguso sisi so the person be a June kona wie de nenka ya wie
ma wa kwotran ho
yes ya wie ho branch mint na ho ba ye be she ho adwuma ye de
fine ABA Herbal Center specializing in the treatment of all kinds of eye problems. It's a nini here pass a glaucoma and cataract no a te and a sunny money nanka domani buno and a half potemun or war and a ubipium kumazi as the same kind for so abejeneko so what etu
papa me dash na me dahwe fo ne atiefo de ahye na eyema nije ma ho ahye ene wiase nyina agema ye de atum na omahunu tumi ni ahoden a twedi amponyankopon de awura ye nubrane ye hahama ye de emu ediba bibiala owo bia hyene nso netie ni ye wosofo ata wosofo abrante wosofo 3 days wosofo rasta ene dom dodo na agya ye de atum awie ye bremu mpesa twedi amponyankopon enam ne so edi awura ye kwaye bretuom enam ne so edi nubrane ye hahama enkohine ni abna abafia ene wode eje adasa efiri eye sebi yade kurankromu ediba bibiala wo a wotimi nka bibiala wo a wutemi bunu ni Dr. Kunyine no ena osa ne manya enkitahudie ebiem no bibiala wo bia bomode na twebe kasafidie na enipe fraso ye heba na wo chefe won so won sanye dey enka ABA Herbal Clinic shene so se doma hinkro ena so ye kese no ewo ye wo benada dwom apia kubi coast na kire ope ene ye wo ewo doma ahinkro saa so na obe kumase a ye wo kwada so edwinase market na chi ho a ena ye wo shene so se wono mo afone ne mpatamu no ukura ane ye wo da bia doctors ne ewo ye Genesis FM premises wa ena make say doctors na sha adwuma ase ewo eye go so Genesis FM ehwa ena mo ukura ne ye wo da bia na efiada ne fiada bia so baabia ni adehye FM premises wa enti sahwifo ni nyina nyame yadma da fiada we osofo atami ankasa me de mani ye de kire last 2 weeks me buy na this week me ankasa me ye de meba enti se owo go baabia ni ene ne patamu abomodin se obehia me efiada ewo adehye FM na hyane so se wono mu okumase ene ne patamu no omofo mani nkire kwada so edwinase market na chi ho a owo bono enso so a na de wani akire doma ahinkuru eho ne ye wo bono da dwom apia kubi coast na kire ope ho na aso ekese ne ye de ewo ABA Herbal ene adanse no ekoso a eba adanse na hyase eba enti se wonya ma ye tumirika na ye de ebra enche free na ko obehu adanse apie ABA Herbal Clinic aso ye ba kumasi ya eye papa bi a ofiri gyache eba ya wodi nani ene breme na papa ne ba enu okura crutches twedi apo nyankopon ayadum obeye eduro ne boso we pepepe eni natina de ye sononko na ye nwanwa ne se papa ne poma no wato atwene aye na wo ye de onante ne nyina so ne se nye poma no kura no wode bre sofo ato wodi nani na ye de eba ye nenso urade afa yeso ena mabibiduro so amene wato ne poma ye de egu tefiri na ko behu adanse ne ye de ewo screen ne so shane so se ABA Herbal da bia meka se minuru no eye ntini ne mogya mu adwuma enti yade awodo bia oba aduro ne befa me so etu ase de aye de e de amawa ekwa enye de emabiem baby biala wo a wotimi ka baby biala wo a wutimi tumirika na bra ne shane so se ABA Herbal yade a me ye ho adwuma edoso yie pa na enam se ma wedel wo ani ahwemu nti ne ebomi dia ne de ani na tato ne nyina ne hye wie ye brem nam de bibiduro etu ani flase e wa abra me nyo wo pressure me nso aweni wa me mfa do so ye de enwu ani so me mo waduro no amade akofra aduane ye de adi koko na abedi awudi bi egum enko ya wudi bi ye de egum eduro ne mfantini ma fa mogem ebetire ma be ye mu adwa pepetire ne ma kumtire nim kro na abani no so abeworo so amani na ye de atia ekwa enye de emabiem me number die wo so betimi afre na de wonti ase no ye de wabisa fa number ne frɛ fa mama me papa wo yonko wunua no no so mfrɛ sesi ana ontu ana mo no onye de omla sa na tie number no eye 0541 56 51 99 0541 56 51 99 Vodan eye 0502 81 21 61 0502 81 21 61 MTN eye 0531
0541 and
0531
hey any dog 0531
78 06 51 0531
0531
78 06 51 ebia heba me number no
na 0541 nka ho
0541 nka ho 0541 56 5199 em say and the man first feedback now to see the NTT ABT kakra sana tientu betimi afresi esi a wa abla make say now so atu na mo no aye dey na waba ebia heba sano so say ade a me ye ho adwuma edoso yie pa na enam se ma wedel wo ani ahwemu nti ne ebo media ne ade ani na tato ne nyina ne hye wie ye blem nam de bibiduro etu ani flase e wa abla menye wo pressure men so ahweniwa men fa do so ye de emu ani ne so me mo waduro na ma da kofra aduane adi koko na abedi a wudi bi agum enkwan ya wudi bi de agum edo ne frantiri ma fa mogem ebetire ma be ye mu adwuma ebipetire ne ma kumtire ne kro na aba ni so ba horo so amani na de atia ekwa enye de emabiem edi se woni ne so ye wisi eye okantan eye okusu eye okabisi eye osade ententan wo so no anopa awie anwumre woni ne so ye ofita sade ebo asie na tumnikana ni ABA Herbal Clinic enyan kitawodie se ye glaucoma cataract ete oso tumnikana ye de ebra na sene se ABA Herbal maso ye se de medical akanu o meto tablet wo ho o meto capsules wo ho ensu aduro bi anyeden eni ho eye nubra ne haman kase na mde ye adwuma edi se oba na wo se mema wunsu aduro amia me di nubra ne ma ma chiro de wo de bekwa kogusu wo wakɔ hye ndido wakɔ no wa de ayeden anom enye sa so masibi aye ni sam powder a wo de kɔ fra aduane ayede edi eno na ebe ye nipadua no adwuma ma so ho ayeden ato ebia utie me odie no eye glaucoma tie nie pa me se glaucoma no akanfo frɛ ne hinteflaye yade a ehinta esie di padakrope na be se wani ayede ama tie nie pa kwasi Bruyne se ano nya de eni aduro ebia heba me monya ho ntia se twede aponyankopɔ de odi hinta ye no wada na di akyere ye ne enam ye nam so ajew enti akwasi Bruyne na se ano ni aduro nyame nya de enka bi na ekwa be na glaucoma no efa so ba doctors na ma ye nyanti ase se eyentire na da trenim na saa entire no ena ma ye ni ya adwene nyankita hodie saa entire no pressure eba so ena kofa saa ya de glaucoma na de de ba na enam se entire no eda trenim se wa anya adwe be ye trenim adwuma bibia no wa be ye na be ye de ebeye enu ntina kwasi Bruyne si ano nya de eni aduro ebie heba we ntina da bia me mfa aduro nya de enwu ani so me hye sepes na ma ye wo operation no da bia me kasa yade no ye ni yade so nye ni yade eye trim yade penimfo si ani bo ekotrim etu ani ni bonkum kan kyena ni fa so ye de aka na yade no wotrim se wa nya aduro be ye tire no adwuma na uko siesie ani no na sa betu tire ma yade yade no be sa ye de aba we na mada bia me de kania shade ya mfa to ho de kyerɛw se kania shade se fi ana esum bema ya pepam nya dan ya pepa ho kania shade se fi ana esumbam na de ade bo so na pepa shade no still so fi ne den But the idea both are passed inside the Osha Brighton and Shrine said that Biamacasa Tranasi and Sakania friends sympathy, and now could was a second year Diasona Shrine Amubiano, Nipadiana Kanya any, Etimetu sent Trasimoni Tanya, the Padani Yava Sobian, and Friso. We went in a trading up when Yakopo the ABA Heba or Sofo Rasta, every Bono Abepi or Mayimum, our number so ever do a few and if I did. Into a one with Tripio, our one call one about Obi-Wan Asumian who said and he can carry them. Obi Asum Debbie said the enso Jim no one call one about Wapampum to two, I feel quantum fan two Tim Ride, one of them to be can any ABA Heba can any Kitan dear, never then farms no one then. Omowa ekwa enyede emebiem odi ane cataract etan da bia mekase o ma hodo mienu ye wodi epie aninim ne wodi epie anine so eta hodo bia oba ABA heba ye be mo wodra de akofra aduane dia ebe nane na manako wani ni wakoyi operation yade na sa yede ababiem enka ti ututu anamo ne bra mo HIV mo wa no abamu mogya mu no mese wo ba di kan yeden efreme me ma wu enua akwakonoa me ma eduro powder e de akwakoye tia yede anum ebeyi mo na firi mogya ne ma ho yede ato sane so se kumase me wo kwada so edwinase market na chi wa kwada so edwinase market na chi ana me wo so folai wo pampa so G runabout ubenya agrek enzimaka wo de ofo agrek enzimaka na kachire mate ni se ubesi wodwinase market ho ana ba bia ni frafo ni school ni wo no wo si ebusa se open doctor na wo hwe ani wa mangonase no obi abede ebe kiro sa so na Santase runabout wo mu fro obo ase ba no Santase runabout go filling station wa taxi wo no so ye de ebe dwunase je number no na frame na de wonti ase no ye de wo bisa ebre no ayebe yade bia ha yade bia tetu bia tumirika na bra na ade ba ko ne se ebia he ba maso ye wo ba ade abedi kan ya ne se obeje wo card ni eye 50 series oje card ni wi ansa ne ahwe ye hwe wonu a yerebe ma no na me gina so a charge o mama okonya se obetua mu fa ananche mu miensa emu de obenya na mama oduro na ye de akoyusu ko start aduro na improvement na de obesa ye de aba number no eye 0541
0541
56 51 99 0541 56 51 99 Vodan eye 0502 81 21 61 and a 0531 78 06 51 Flana de won't ask you no abusa Erade Nyankopɔ enka ho ɔno mo onyu fresh ani nso ɔmabɔfo pempem mo sa benhye ne dey na sa pa bi kire ne ehia enkoma hodi mu a ye de asede na eya manidi konkuragye de fo nyem so say amen
so that that's it. Thank you very much. ABA Herbal Center wono so for Brandon na wonte ne nka no okay candy and magic drinking water nsu aye num ama enei eno de nyadru esosayare bomoden ase ya abenum kanje ne be rich in minerals like calcium, magnesium, potassium, iron and in the account obi onum kanje bia oda ye you are able to sleep and sleep well. You have a good sleep. Having so the biano once you look very young, very healthy. It decreases the acidic state of the body. The biana alkaline not take you over. No akai Dr. Otuo-Acheampong say in an alkaline environment including cancer. Tiano ape Candid and Magic drinking water and be no one of water and the agents and distributors no a doorson. Your number is 0241449191 0241449191 and 0507379474 0507379474 2 hours town because the Sumankwa Junction so one so will be Hoya now to be 0599135236 0599135236 and all the other places and there we did be a Palestra Fitness Center or Cassie it be a Lizzie's Hotel it was Santase Runabout Mia Bibri not what dear now cop grow fine Minka grow fine once a month as I keep to Atnase and net a and net when to me and share white dear what me who white kakra wo ne colors no ma just say vem no ho But Natadi is more of Tottenham Hotspur's chain. Manchester United. I don't know why, but we will find out. So I know what to know to me the group final here. So and if you experiencing numbness and answer nature 9 on sa and why week sorry I no problems and they know from one. But more than if you're experiencing menstrual disorders and the keke can group find the some catch or say cool and then have by boom near say yeah the mower grow fine. It makes you grow fine. Out to say yeah. Yeah, now what Kaiser baby a turn to be a bit or a castle and crum. Air pine grow fine. Be miss here by Colinake by smart bar and then Miami baby. Okay, they get a back clinic. I day grow fine by you. I'm a cum runabout. The Bank of Africa. And what kind of Zach? Akwaba, why crowded there?
Oh my, yeah.
Memfa Viva Nego tablets na Memfa Encancer Munche Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur for herbal supplement for pain relief. Say pain pa Bruyne excruciating pain. Pain na ye ho hwie nye no say ye sciatica. Wadwonku zo sisi achi. Say sisi say kotodwe. Say o shoulder babia. But more than say obepe Viva Nego tablet. Herbal technology for na reach mu edi Viva Nego tablet yaba. Your number is 020 din chechimu ho 833-020-833-7711 020-833-7711 enkwada ntimi nom afa yefuna wonka ho edi ne Viva Nego tablet. Zach engoy Kwaba, so ho ye.
Oh, nyamyadom.
Sorry.
Oh, nyamyadom. Yeah, we be fine. Nah. Bia course come nyombre. The only setback about and say omudum kania. Dum so by omudum kania ntiema na arawo sama bakakra ti ba na unse nyankopon edo yenti no omudum kania na no eseda bi memo nso ato because me pese mo beda shiw mu. Aha nti omudum omode na na yakopon so geni nsuo no se da bi da binti ase mamunda ahyiw mu da nti enura nsuo no eto beji ye ma at least ye da kama enda no panso yetimi asore aba na enura ena officially Kevin De Bruyne and so born the last game at the Etihad Sports Stadium bringing down a 10-year stay at Manchester City. And now it was very emotional moment. And in all competitions, Kevin De Bruyne about 421 matches, was 108 goals, 177 assists, and we win 16 major trophies for Bobo for Manchester City. And now I didn't born a barrier. Watching Kevin De Bruyne now, I think that City would say the reason why or more years or man any injury, I have no prepare. Etiemu said there be omwa injury be total so but since our return here no omutegi that in here no he has stayed fit throughout. The banner born in the last 8 days I'm sure they will regret omo emano as all because the guy any team behind the Kevin De Bruyne behind so he has gotten a very big player. I'll bet me Abuama Nyama Konka and never very emotional, but I think Kevin De Bruyne served the Premier League very well and served Boca for Man City very well. Umama Mamush Esili show no. Na to boy who goes I no. I think say in the long run, this boy Umar Mamush should be a very big addition to the Man City team now or more airborne. If you look at no goal these are the kind of goals that Umar Mamush has been scoring even at Eintracht Frankfurt. And about Man City, every goal that Mamush has scored, special goals. And Tendra, the goal that he scored now from a very long distance, and the choir of also a share goal. No, na idea na fake. And Mamush stole the shoe was Obe Amante Kevin De Bruyne, an emotional farewell game for Bobo for Man City. Na nyama air konka. Na am so too. Sago no ama na top for that interesting ma me send am born again na so to final day match no
When you say City 68 points this year. Now 68 points now City won. They can lose the last day game and still make it to the Champions League. Reason being that Nottingham Forest 65 points. Nottingham Forest near 68. 68 no City better goals than Nottingham Forest. And Aston Villa Old Trafford. Even though City can still lose the last game and still make into Champions League. Based on results now City nyaya even though enya fully confirmed, but a results that year ahead of the last game no moko Fulham akosi account no mepem no ye be hwe na ya hwe sa game no na
na we cheche we win temu
tough one na
also obi win obi lose obi
me the ball me the abosisi a ball photo screen so na ye hwe how the final deal will look like table no City 68 points, Newcastle 66 points, Chelsea 66,
good,
Villa 66, and Nottingham Forest 65. Now last day no City Fulham.
City wait the second no.
Now sir, yes, if they win depending on what Arsenal so maybe Arsenal so
they almost make 71. Arsenal 71 dada. Goals.
Yes.
To almost 18 on 22nd. Now Arsenal lose.
That is if Arsenal lose. Arsenal get even a draw.
But they need to score about 7 or 8.
Yeah, and it's not possible.
Okay, so at least I bear away. Now, only City lose. So
they can still lose and make Champions League.
That is
Nottingham
Chelsea.
Yes, because more better goals in Nottingham.
Review. What the teams do so? Now you so share.
And if Aston Villa so the scenario is if Aston Villa are not able to win at Old Trafford, now Nottingham Forest share Chelsea they can make
S7 S7 and yes 6
there be
66 for near 3
condition back was to the account Chelsea in Nottingham neighbor so if Nottingham win you go 68 points that is Chelsea in Nottingham neighbor. So if Nottingham win, you'll be 68 points. That means Chelsea will still remain at 66 points.
Okay.
Then even if Newcastle and Aston Villa win here, I'll 69. But my sign City but the goal difference of City
will be fifth.
The goal difference of City will help City.
That is depending on Aston Villa's results at Old Trafford. The India must make now qualify.
No, now when is Aston Villa share? Aston Villa share.
And the City be free.
Nah, City will be fifth.
City will be fifth and will qualify.
So Aston Villa share. Na Newcastle share. Omi be joining Arsenal and
Liverpool.
Na City
occupy the fifth position.
And Northern for 65, the City will go same.
Yes. They can still lose and
that's the condition.
That's the condition. No.
But Chelsea they have to win.
They have to win. Nothing will save them apart from a win at if anything.
A draw, then they have to hope that
between what about
between Newcastle and
Aston Villa lose.
Yes. Any Newcastle lose, a draw will take Chelsea through. But the best one is to avoid any form of mathematics, just win.
So it's the last day now.
But Nottingham Forest story, Emil.
Last
Leicester.
And then Leicester so count
at home.
2-2 at home.
The man papa and bufu
almost 67 anke last year no komu pe be drop na komu dia game na ekofa asa story by until let's share and City aye the omudi awie o mama mush next season oba ha adwen pa the technique in how he kicks the ball from afar no oba ha adwen next season but when he have a proper preseason.
But there's one thing you are not mentioning. No, Rodri rival.
Yeah. He came.
Rodri came on.
He came.
Just said, next season.
Yeah. So
they will have the Rodri back.
No, call FIFA World Class Championship.
They will have Rodri
so
back.
He is back. And now until FIFA Nkwano. And then if you give them say but Pepper I think Pepper and team bi anke o mapam no.
Until pam da.
Uni need am ti. I'm say
nobody no team here with my pam.
Until the reason
my reason.
Now I say make go uni make.
My reason.
And don't have board now, boy. Selection now, yeah, pa no selection now. Koye against Crystal Palace na. Ojuwa. Ojuwa, both fine. I be 18 is wa. And I won't get that, you know.
That's what did you find out?
And you are taking a very bad decisions at finance because what you want to say.
What did you know?
Because just imagine say over final game. Or say my boy a 7 Kevin De Bruyne 6 and 8. When you have Kovacic and the Gundogan on the bench, or say means that you look at the Russian lineup. No, you need the double final now. And say tell you
and not any brother.
No, so I shaka has a busy. So it's a bra or the now the Nyako and Eco Fire. And then the Europa League final. Ewo Bilbao. So it's a very interesting. It's going to be a very, very interesting game. Manchester United and the other away team and a Tottenham the home team based on UEFA. And she shares and the Etienne.
The Bruyne.
And she Sana she share and Etienne. So this is in the UEFA Europa League. Man United have scored 35 goals in the Europa League, and the highest by any other team in the competition. 35 goals. And a contrasting form from the league because the goals you are scoring in the league means over table now. If you look at the goals United have scored in the league in 37 matches. Now, and do for I don't think I do 14 po. And I said about 40. You look at Obama. Now compare. Now share the goals they've scored in just about 40 Europa League games. At least in the Europa League games, United are scoring a lot of goals over there, which are good for the team ahead of this final. The highest a team share in this competition are 37. United have the chance to either equal or better that record in today's final against Tottenham Hotspur. United have a chance.
Manchester United goals on much league. Manchester share is it 42 goals? And when goals, 42.
42.
No, points in there saying.
Points near 39.
39. Yeah. So they've scored 42.
42.
And conceded 54.
And to show in 42 in 37 matches, but was 35 in just 14 matches. And I will say in Europa League, at least the team is scoring a lot of goals over there, which are good for the confidence of the team. So a game
normal considers in Europa no.
Oh, one way. Me share that and me share the.
But you see, rather our league also no. Tottenham Hotspur some no more final.
I watch a lot of goals in the league.
Tottenham has set 63 goals. Wow. Yeah. And conceded 61. They have scored 63 goals.
And conceded 61.
When him say you have a look at the league table. When him say teams 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And I consider more than.
And I share more than Tottenham.
No, they are scoring goals.
I'm 17. But it's only 4 teams that have scored more than them.
But in the Europa League, they scored 28 goals.
Okay.
So in the Europa League.
So by Europa League, United are scoring more.
More than them over there.
Okay.
28-35 in the Europa League. Mr. Otuo, Manchester United, Spain won. What the trophy there? Spain Chrome no. Wakwa fight trophy feel water.
Okay.
And the most in the East of Champions League. Comeback Blaine was his comeback in 1999. Manchester United against Bayern Munich. Na ya pombo le wi. Na United at the 2 minutes 2 goals. At the trophy every Bayern Munich in same Barcelona Camp Nou in 1999.
Olego na social.
Yes. And the cry United enemy so trophy. Say yeah, the trophy was Spain there. United enemies are there near pa.
Good.
And United are going back to Spain for this trophy. This is the second all English final United are involved, and the first one no, that was against Chelsea in the Champions League final in Moscow when they won 6-5 on penalties. And United there at this stage say all English final no. Honorable was share. Tottenham on the other side lost their own. They've also been involved in all English final. But United in an all English final won that trophy against Chelsea. And everything is Chrome on the trophy there. English final on any share no share no ko. And
never favor United.
The last time they met in European competition, in 1963, Cup Winners' Cup. Tottenham United 2-0 or Omufiho. The United beat them 4-1 at Old Trafford. Okay. In Europe there, that was the only meeting that Asia in terms of Europe. Mr. Otuo, Manchester United are going to this game with morale boost because and the report by say Diogo Dalot, Zexye, and Yoro are fully fit to play in this final. The Ebuana said, if you have all these guys available, Emma or bench are rich. And it's a one share United any Olympic Leona, the difference maker, and I said the difference in that game, you know. Now United players didn't be on Markova, no multi bencher. The last of Mason Mount and all no Omobemwa on better game, no, when the Ruben Amon needed all of them. And then so was our guys saying even some of them are starting from the bench. Or squad depth to be able to face this team. Yeah, starting of beating United three times this season. First one, the Obian is you are down for Michael Oliver. And on the modern Montino, you know, Tottenham United. That Omar Bruno record, and I just say, say, I don't know, yeah.
Lose now. We
are it's a record, no. If you almost say record, no me record in free Bruno so. And it was a major deciding factor. The pass of the car to Sao Namano. So when you know, I can ask him.
But there we see about 3 times. No, so you know, Newcastle was Arsenal 3 times. I'm asked 3 times. No, the any last match.
Yeah. And you see, and the match, no, they be seen and say United have the character in the European football and Tottenham special.
Okay.
The band of character. A loose stage, you know, United in years in Tottenham space. And that stage, you know, that character will come to bear.
Okay.
Oh, Casemiro have won 7 times in European final. On fan, Papa 7 times in the Kwa, watching in the trophy. No. So, such person in your team? Now, okay, just a stage where what's a wine? Matter say, and I said wine, and I would compare Casemiro at this stage. It's also, yes, United that have been very disappointing in the league, but in the Europa League, they are the best team. They are the best scoring team. They are the team without defeat so far in the competition. Trying to emulate. It's a team now.
What is the message about?
I'm saying.
Say, Casemiro some now can. I'm just saying it here. Find out what could be our winning.
Miss European manka.
European final.
Manka, say you lost.
No, European final. No question. No,
Miss European.
Now I'm say check you Onana dear mom. Onana final what could you What my check ya? What my check ya, my boys?
Now, but your 2-7. Which one?
Oh, boys, is it check your mom?
2 and 7. Which one is powerful?
Onana say. Onana record no crowd. And they Casemiro the end in your pay.
Analysis which is maybe a favorable.
Oh, I'm saying Musana say Onana so fine at the same. And I'm both you.
Oh, my mom answer say 2 Nissan. Which one is powerful? 2 Nissan. We are 7.
Then the third one.
The third one. And I know 2 no about against United. You know the a good sign. But
I come my Oliver the other for what?
But I lose. They against Manchester United.
Okay.
So what does he? It's a good sign.
Anyways, no, that's almost a question. Oh, Nana.
We question there. Wow, question. Wow, so 2 question loud. And I know say the back three will be Lely Yoro, Magua, and Mazrao.
Wow.
Then Ahmad playing as a right wing back.
Obaba Ahmad right wing back.
Yes, because and they say when ya
song mutu mirika fa wa asembebo
or be Ahmad to mirika papa.
Yo.
Ahmad is very very athletic.
Omo defender papa bi wo ho na song no na no to mirika bi on.
Dabi. Song akokora 34-35 years.
Oh, yate.
Or very our
na Casemiro was
o sa wona odi birika bo o mbo bi edi e say Ahmad now no
come back one we jaba
can you comprehend? Oh, you're very athletic. So eti and then I know Mount is likely to maybe start the game because you will need a lot of energy.
Great.
Yes, energy to run.
Okay.
It was a game. And then Nyame adoma match na Ekos El Bilbao Krumono no. Tottenham have never won a game on Spanish soil. They've never won a game on Spanish soil. They've traveled to Spain 7 times. So to Tottenham are yet to win on Spanish soil. Against send the Spain Kuma no Mokoboy. But a Spain Kuma no Mokoboy and Amboa. When the encounter Spurs are yet to
say against any.
They've never won on Spanish soil in 7 visits.
You can't tell anything.
Or say against Spanish opponents. I'm saying I'm on Spain.
It's a very important emphasis.
But they played in Spain.
I'm Kobonko Fukrum near Shom. I'm going for Kobo. There's some no money. I know my feeling.
And say, oh, qua, make out your solo say, Bono, a Manchester United 2, Tottenham 1.
Okay.
And
90 minutes. And I ever
played. Bono, United Emma, and
goes remember saying,
one
of the first now, I better say, and
the man who's outside.
Diabem.
Oh, I'm saying this from vision.
That's a diadem.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
not just a Baku jubilate. Not a yenim. Amori when you come.
No,
and I read no jubilate. And I white no.
Correct side or no. Not most or your musi. Or your musi.
Okay.
And I aunt. No. You shouldn't be sending an imti and then both. And I got on my dean and to shed dinner. Okay. Let's just say, and that is another 2-1.
Very well. So red.
And now I'm going to sit down comfortably
and enjoy. So bad that from ground. So let me too. Open that from.
Yeah, sorry, na bookmakers in the other two just say. Omo analysis no. Omama United 60% chance of winning the Europa League. And Omama Spurs 40% chance of winning. Tiene obi abehun say odds no ebe favor United the ebe from na Spurs the na was true because supercomputer and mathematics ni nyina na omode aya omode calculated the odds, and that is what the bookmakers are saying. But Mr. Toyan Banko Monuman Kasa, we've seen the two sides of Manchester United under Ruben Amorim. In the Premier League, they are struggling. Eyana in common be acquired so after say Drew Bear quarter of the Europa League now, so there's a higher possibility say obetimi the United AG Europa League, shifting attention okoho. But I'm sure the truth is very simple. The style of Ruben Amorim against Premier League teams, it makes it difficult for him to establish the dominance because of how pacey the Premier League is, how energetic the Premier League is, how restricted with pressing structure. Until United in that comfort in execute or build up in the way they want it. But me tell one thing about the Spanish teams, they are more technical than physical. In se ukoshiyomo now sit back kakra. They won't press you that high and with that intensity as compared to the Premier League teams. It will say Amorim a ball Europa na United to me exchange kakra. No ma catch your opponent on the break, long pass be, no they are catch you more, no more exploiting the spaces. One reason based on statistics, United have more a year pass per possession in terms of matches on ball Europa League than that of the Premier League. United can pass more and possess within some minutes in most of their actions with Europa League than that of the Premier League. Premier League United lose ball on them, and United's ability to catch opponents with the 10 out, and far more when it comes to the Premier League as compared to the Europa League. Into United, you see a different thing, the level of confidence. Because in the Premier League, as a man for show United that level of respect. So when they are playing them in the Premier League, they go toe to toe with them. Whilst in the Europa League, they have this level of respect from opponents, helping them to start and play the way they want. But I want to ask when you are meeting another English opponent, I don't know about Bonnet and you're born in the Premier League. Baby, are you a United fan? We've seen Manchester City winning the Premier League with 100 points. But in that same season, Ebrana City built their character in Europe. Liverpool home and away in the Champions League. That was the season that Liverpool Madrid called final. Carrios Boko fan in some share. Liverpool City home and away in the Champions League. Whilst in the league, na City club FM Liverpool. Because Liverpool had the character in Europe, na City for them building. So we drew Anfield on an European night and they were shaking. And Kevin De Bruyne said that. That same Manchester City not dominated Spurs. But what could share Spurs our Champions League? Na Spurs are Manchester City. In every Champions League. No? So though you are meeting an English side, the style of play might be similar. But the night is different based on the kind of atmosphere you create on the day. It was so tactically. I don't expect United to have that smooth sail. So no be against Suicidad, or be against Club FM Atletico Bilbao, based on their present structure, based on how I normal control game, based on the structure and the tactical battles. But the spirit of Manchester United, when it comes to an European night, is much bigger than that of Spurs. And that will also be a decider over this particular game. Now to other aspects of the games too. The first major battle, how Club FN Spurs be finding an antidote to the rhythm of Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes in Manchester United, especially in the Europa League, only United for Akoma. He pumps the blood to every other department when it comes to the style of play of Manchester United. If you are able to take him out, while limiting the game plan of Ruben Amorim. Moto, so I check Bruno Fernandes in the Europa League. He drops back to pick the ball to start the build-up for Manchester United. And strangely, when United need him at the final third, this one no. Now, who they know the boy Europa League is different than any other game. Obeka say yes because in the Europa League na man fon tata ni bebre no to maka the spacing issue based on statistics across Europa League. But that being said, his efficiency in the Europa League is different. Clearly, say na United the Europa League na me sure say Europa League best player on one year be man based on the wire on the game. Now, Kwan Ben na Bruno Faso ye na juma. But to how he starts the spreading of passes. How he twists and turns himself in the middle. Intiene, so Postecoglou be finding an antidote to Bruno Fernandes. Forget about the present ability of Mason Mount. How aggressive, how the intensity of the baba. Whether Garnacho or the neighbor, no matter who you play or Casemiro alongside Bruno in the middle, you stop Bruno, the job is majority. Majority of the job is done on the field of play. And that would be a major headache at the club by FN Spurs. That's the first major thing, stopping of Bruno Fernandes. Moto the tossum, you know. Now about the statistics of Spurs this season in the Premier League. And one thing that you realize is that they score more, but they have a lot of spaces at their back because of the highline defensive system now coach FN Postecoglou. Number two, because on it tactically flexible, it will to allow a lot of space or add so much emphasis when it comes to defense based on their watching a bro coach Spurs. Now this season, so pe coach asade ne boano I said dini yamo pa ba at the crucial stage near Hansi Flick in Barcelona, especially in the game of my boy against Inter Milan. We saw a Barcelona sider. Hansi Flick placed a lot of emphasis on attacking. Or believe you say, Ocean one to announce two non-10 tens around man yomenko yimfamano. That is what Hansi Flick believe. And in the game against Inter Milan, he considered 2 goals for 90 minutes. Before say
Ache bi di go back ne ba be ka ho and obetise omo 3-2 and that was a time everybody was expecting Barcelona say Hansi Flick may give out a different form of instruction for his players to sit back and protect that lead na 90 minutes ne nkwa but by the time Ache bi ba be she go no you had only 4 Barcelona players or Barcelona defensive half even at the time I know I said 3-2 now be jin so ba be girechire enye no and a coach in here. A similar thing and you from coach Efeni Postecoglou. Even when you expecting him to be tactically flexible, now be close to the spaces to look at ugly football and win on yes you know. But me who coach Efeni Ruben Amorim to some extent or this or to the structure and to or to the tactics to no yeah a bit flexible to close the spaces and get the point. Now Ruben Amorim doing that. And so that is what final is about. Final and your structure. Final and your tactics. Final and your style of play. It's about being tactically flexible, proper game management. Into opponent change depending on how the game will start and depending on the results. And on that score, Joe Postecoglou is a coach. Ruben Amorim, but I will trust Amorim on that score when it comes to tactical flexibility, game management, depending on how our ball neko. Say Antum we chimedi Amorim di wo. Nboto. Ekeke kasa nyoma we nyina bomwa. Then you look at the unsung heroes. And Daki to come mad the na emo kakra because I was expecting Mazraoui because if you take Son Heung-min out, Obeka Solanke there, but I think say one air and it's in mutual yard, the Akani Naya Homa.
Speed.
So I was suspecting, say, you put someone there in such a way, say, on he will not be active in terms of offensive job because the offensive job of Manchester United and Nam Mazraoui so. Now because to say bia Liverpool bo and I'm trending so to say bia Inter Milan bo Yehu Denzel Dumfries. Roto acquire Denzel Dumfries so fast yen and Nyoma into beka so man more spaces to attack. And yes, I here. Mazraoui attacks, but he adds a lot to the defensive work. So I was expecting say I three at the back, maybe and Kamimi Huno went backward to stop Son Heung-min. But playing Ahmad, it raises a lot of questions. But the last person now is to Harry Maguire. He's been an unsung hero in the Manchester United Europa League campaign. Defensively and offensively. Harry Maguire has been an unsung hero. A person we least expected. So be Juma Ediama Manchester United in terms of offensive and defensive work.
Okay.
United from Bompaima Onana.
Yeah.
So too.
Emma
Andrew Onana. Because we're a match back we're one mistake, end of story.
Okay.
And to say home and away in Waka say you have another 90 minutes.
Goals no.
I doubt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I doubt.
All right, so
I'm going for a 1-0 win for Manchester United.
Okay, nice.
I believe
Manchester.
United will shut the shop. United will park the bus. Bruno will be giving those long passes to start the build up, especially to the left for Abrante and Patrick Dogu, for him to do the crosses for a club of Manchester United.
1-0 Manchester.
Omunshe Abrante Onana to prevent any error leading to a goal, because of course any error leading to a goal, the whole conversation will change. But I see United so International Europa League champion.
1-0.
Okay. I'm sticking my neck out for a 1-0 win for Manchester United, Mr. Otu.
Okay.
You morning. Na bibi aboko de.
Vampire.
Na mka so obehye Tottenham JC abane.
Almost all you know.
Samodazi ma JC ni bi. Mani pib ma.
Almost all you know.
Ani pib ma.
Vem wo.
Bono bo ne nana. Se bono ye be bono dem have wi.
Okay.
And you made the ni akore.
Okay.
So na meche no. E be bono dem have wi. But so to yentimi cancel we nyina wa bra. A legendary free Premier League in Kevin De Bruyne. obey up there with any debate our person will be in the Premier League. Whether the greatest player to play in the Premier League, the best midfielder to play in the Premier League, the most
titles.
Premier League titles.
As a one van Jones or as a
the man also need the Pep Juniors on in Nigeria. Maybe the Pep 6. Yeah. 6 Premier League titles.
There's one gigs
two times PFA Player of the Year. 4 times Manchester City Player of the Year, 3 times UEFA Champions League Midfielder of the Season, 3 times APL Playmaker of the Season, 1 APL Player of the Season, 6 times winner of the English Premier League, 5 League Cup, 2 FA Cup, 1 treble, which no see a good record in the Premier League. Aside IFFHS World Best Playmaker 3 times. FIFA World Cup Dream Team so Remo 1, French football World 11 or Remo 1, UEFA Champions League Squad of the Season, so we your team of the season now, and also Akumu 5 times, and a FIPRO 11 so Akumu 4 times, UEFA Team of the Year and so Akumu 3 times. And such a player and to any debate be able raise about the Premier League.
But message will not land about
why
all Arsenal fans should pray and support Manchester United to beat Spurs tonight. We can't stand Spurs trophy parade in North London. Again, it was this same Spurs that denied Arsenal the league title last season by playing it soft against Man City. Had they even drew with Man City, Arsenal would have been the league champions last season. Glory, Man United. Arsenal former North London, they don't do glory, Man United.
Man, no say. Arsenal fans are coming mu party.
I have fun.
What's that?
I have fun. What you are about me, guy? A chrome hot here. Yeah, they see and yeah, I'm here to dry as soon as
any born home come back. Na you na fe nwumre ye de ani akwa kwotwe so to teams mienu a afi 1 game per na be save o mu season no
you do the results number and so say
okay
Tottenham 3 Man U 1
ayi
de enye Mako
na Mako so what team be
Liverpool.
Oh okay Liverpool teams mienu so to ade e bejo mo nkwa this season I will be able to cast some Bonibian form. Ne final no more bebono. Wa be lose be so too. Who season a historic.
Yeah.
What set a record our club in history. Already in the Premier League. This is Manchester United worst season since 1974.
Relegation.
It's a record na there that's so that ho. It's the only thing about past 74 there say. Yent me for 74 the na meka 204 2024 2025 there no e wa bra ye o Manchester G Europa na 74 ni do man G Europa and a European trophy there. The same thing applies to Tottenham Hotspur. Inti ene game na ye kwa akobom zoto e mojasem teams ni mi no and coaches ni mi no mo te bench no zoto. This is a game throughout their career. Pressure na wo game no muhu bi da. Amorin ni Postecoglou. Say Amorin elusu say King or starting next season no from a negative position. How Manchester supporters be no. Your coach need ne ko ball final na went me anye cap no. On e be. To bon first ball 2-3 matches na nko ya. Onya de Postecoglou de so to lusu a obegini ticket e wo Bilbao Kransan London was obaba sesa na nyoma because Tottenham man sa chance so on samra e me coaches first team no etinye 2 coaches no omonim de bia mu wiase bia no omo de ko game we mu mu coach school o makọ games o mabo de o maye wo mu nyina no ena nwumre omo de omonim de ko game we mu ebetimi amekiu ena ebetimi o mekiu nti ye be hwe nwoma kakra bi e wo game ni mu yemi kan shas in fit Tottenham Hotspur ye can injuries by one club so am to this season was suffer through injuries at Tottenham Hotspur team be a was as to be on the first 11 and a position be on the first choice. So over Tottenham team now. Factors ni bi am to wait akasa ama Tottenham season with Premier League me nko ye ne ba ko nie. Tottenham back 5. Goalkeeper Vicario, Pedro Porro, Destiny Udogie, Christian Romero, Mark van de Van. Omo na Tottenham back 5. At any point say omo ye fully fitter. Enya dey Postecoglou be sign sa players yi ho, akofa players for do mabo. In games say important man. Na unim say in all competitions this season, say Tottenham enya sa nipa 5 yi abom. Na me to almost start a game at the same time. It happened 12 times pay. Check the number of games at Tottenham abo. 12 times pay. And omanya sa players numi o mabo abom. Out of 12 times me to emu 7 Tottenham win here. Emu 3 omo draw and omo lose 2. Inti ekire say with these 5 players omo winning percentage for Tottenham Hotspur e was slow. And then you Postecoglou ebenya say nipa 5 nyina e wo Bilbao a omo begina park ni so. E dey ama Tottenham Hotspur. Yes, omo other areas are omo miss key players. Ebiti said the flair of Kulusevski and Madison, which a Tottenham sa possessive football na Postecoglou ebono. He needs such players because of how they carry the ball. Omo take ons into eboa the possessive play of Postecoglou. Mizoto, but untimi nka say omo importance ne was chance any pa 5 yi. Hwade bi. When they are on the pitch, Tottenham offer average of goals consider when these 5 are on the pitch at the same time 0.8. Omo nyina park ne so a 1.6. Nti say ni penumi omo hu nya Tottenham Hotspur team no. E me say kan biom ene say ni penumi aba. On best start e dey ama Tottenham Hotspur club no. Na obede kan asem bi. Menim say wo hwe Tottenham ene Bodo Glimt. And I heard Tottenham any Eintracht Frankfurt game bia. Obi ani say Postecoglou stubborn coach. Or yes, our coaches na yen nyina nim so obo on high line. Try to reduce the size of the pitch because full side the side never control ball more than you. And to occur on the high liner, teams so much me find no more any punishment on counter. Amanfo ka Postecoglou also wants sa. Na sa asem we misutu se eba na asem na ya asem kese a se ye tufu a wotie. Se wo hwe omu game na against Bodo home and away and no money Eintracht Frankfurt na. Se how na amanfo ba hye no Postecoglou atie. Zutu tie. In the Premier League, their average ball possession is 55.25%. But sad games you know boy which offer home and away it makes it 4 games. First leg against Bodo Glimt London Zutu ball possession Tottenham 41%. Second leg Norway ball possession Tottenham 31%. Against Frankfurt over 2 games now Tottenham ball possession was 36.60%. It's where your games are or concede possession at the man opponent no. Or call on low blocks and or hit the opponent on the break. Into after ideology no what twakune almost a stage in edu no and your man ordering or call ye highline same highline say highline sama while we are near the no. And through this approach Mizoto Tottenham finding a way and preventing a dangerous site to say Bodo Glimt. Almost free score when you go to the artificial pitch Bodo. Eintracht Frankfurt omanya good season omutimi prevent omo from creating a lot of chances and scoring to qualify ahead of them. Eno na dey Tottenham ababedu final yi. Etime ukohwe game ni bi. Na wo se wo expect say Tottenham Hotspur ebebo te say Tottenham Hotspur woni say Postecoglou bebo a me patcho so wa game omo ball against Bodo Glimt. Wa game omo ball against Frankfurt that will be Postecoglou approach. Especially once any Kulusevski and Madison. On the low block because they have 2 center backs. They are very good passers of the ball. Christian Romero, Okay, Omubesha Manchester 3-0 ewo Old Trafford no. Okay, is that game no. Okay.
No league no this year.
Omu decide say on say teams omubo
that kind of red card no. Send a red card into.
Teams omubo in a 3-back system no. So two person find baby omu problem wa. Between defenders no omubo virtually like wing back defenders, center backs, and the natural wing backs no. On say because wing backs na attacking no. I hear no muja kwan wo machi. Eti ho na atimi punish wo mo. Eti Tottenham team no, and then you be say mo bia te say be sesa. Postecoglou on more sa high line biem. Obeko on a low block because approach no dey call Bodo. Ene Frankfurt game the sound of the Manchester because he wants to save his season and his job at Tottenham Hotspur. Eti ade ba kwa ye kama obi a ateno no. Manchester United secret weapon dey call game with him. Bruno Fernandes. Edin bi abefen we Europa ni bia no mitutu me sure so besum. Obeti afen Mr. Europa. When I'm saying the history of the Europa League since he changed the Europa League no. It looks like Bruno Fernandes is the most influential player in the Europa League. Most influential. Bisoto 19 goals in the competition. Assists 13. The 19 goals in the history of the Europa League. Only your tossum you know what she goals pa. The 13 assists no number 1 in the history of the Europa League. Goal involvement. See a question goal now come be. Bisoto 32 times or your first. Total chances created 94 or your first. It's when you have such an attacking player, how influential your competition in Bisoto won't be underrated no. It's unless a Manchester Bay winning game now. Bibian wa Manchester Bay in the park no so be more winning Bruno Fernandes in count. Okay. It is the importance of Bruno Fernandes. Idea here pa. So offer the tactical battle between the two teams are. Bisoto mayema areas are and no game now. Show you pa. What's your account about Tottenham back 5 including their goalkeeper no? Destiny Idoji, the Nigerian international say won Italy to another Italy. The weakness how to defend. Very good when attacking. Intine baby original no. Say Manchester bebo Ahmad best at it. Ahmad who is also obe how especially when he is with the ball. The cutting is good, the shooting ability is good. It's a Manchester be goa. The left side of Tottenham omo defense no. Zutu ehona Manchester go be fraba. Tottenham so on the other side. Yaka our teams omo boy in a 3-back system. Baby omo weakness wo. Brennan Johnson any Dominic Solanke Zutu chomo mi no din to. Tottenham go she if you hobi ne beba. Emu ba ko ebe she. Ye kan ye di ko wie ene game no. Ye be se ye kan nyina ne say. Tottenham be concede possession the Manchester. Which omo last 3 meetings this season ends here. They will try to hit Manchester on the breaks. Ehona Zutu otinasi din na analyze game na.
Okay.
Ema game no eye game a Zutu ebe hu kakra. But there is one thing about Tottenham and Manchester this season. They have always find a way to score the first goal, especially from the first minutes and the 15 minutes, within the first minute and the first 15 minutes of the game. I want to touch Manchester now for magic game no, na Manchester Chelsea game no. It is a United so that mo be say mo win am prevent Zadia no because it looks like they say they will come for sa first 15 minutes first goal no. Tottenham beba be first goal no. If omo fa say Kim asemesi obeba o. Asembesi obeba o. Nti be ma boda
games so travel I know more better.
Tottenham na.
Man you.
And say o share especially we share two teams this year because of Tottenham attacking injury situation no, it makes Manchester United stand in a better position, especially as a game now ko anymore players abre na so we changes and the Manchester United bench is better than Tottenham was per game no. It's now once make the first and the 15th minute because Postecoglou be pese obenya bibi e be man na agina so e wo game no muntem dan say obema Manchester only Manchester be traveler to ABM Zoto the last 20 or the last 15 minutes of the game. It Tottenham win no ebe bantem. Manchester so be winning game na e be ye chiri.
Okay.
It will can me no bom. Now so pe do be winning game na. It looks like a year of surprise. Clubs that are not winning trophies are winning trophies this year. And now who's that there? Ama ache so mbeje cup. Omo so mo jibida. Aha, o dey check we.
Nesa na eko.
And now who here? Newcastle won their first trophy after 70 years. Uko Italy for over 50 years na Bologna nye cup. Omaje. Crystal Palace had your first cup in their history against Manchester City. O travel the Europa na a Conference League ne bi wo ho. Real Betis. O Champions League Paris Saint-Germain. It looks like a year mzoto. Either say wo je cup ache ana wonji bia wa finie. Ana wonya wi.
Asa the okay kind of me and na me.
Ana wonya wi.
Konisa.
Inti be ma boda. Ye kekako me the score line you know na me ho. Either 2-1 Tottenham or 3-2 Tottenham Hotspur.
Oh, na just say me no win na was Tottenham.
Yeah.
Na dia na beto Zach die no because na Osuna nja you see. And na Mori we able to the. So be no aso ni na ba o. Waso da me no ni na ba o. But my voice started texting.
Trusting diet.
Okay.
Yes. I think the experience of Manchester United in Europe now.
2-1, 3-2, all for Tottenham. Zakito says 2-1 for Man U. Obet say 1-0 for Manchester United. Captain, can't
wish for I want Manchester United to win. Pay the experience in Europe. I think it will.
What can you know? If it is wishful,
but may come back. And I maybe say
the oppressed what did Manchester United. So I can some experience in Europe. Now we analysis, no.
Of course, and now you know we.
And we are wishful and analysis.
Wishful and analysis.
Both favor Manchester United.
I didn't have favor Manchester United, so I want Manchester United.
Okay.
Take this.
That's Manchester when you muka crowd.
No, yeah. Na joko ba muni
na kwa mo fa so treat Mourinho no e na anya siasa de wafa kwa bi so a ento no say wo di coach bi go twa Mourinho mpo ade a wontwema wo
teams no mo correct be omo playoff ni ade ba na esi bi be coach.
Oh but omo yes Spurs fans no wo hwe wi mu a efiva omo efiva Tottenham Hotspur efiva omo ti ye hu hawa so tu enyu beba be hwe game no za I be too for say the team anymore. No. But you be too for say who game na wa pay na dey check pressure ni bi no. E dey aton chain.
Hey, and they we them because who did this express between we.
Ma me so to he. E wi ase no ti
me ma o game na. O de o kata woni na o ha. Baby a lo.
E wi ase bibi nsikwa o. So to bibi nsikwa o. Somebody can catch us. Medical catch you if say. Champions League final na ebe no. History back in champion everything. Ebe ma PSG. Because to gain ebe bo wi no. The difference score line the difference ne be 1 in favor of PSG. What the true to.
Na we history be na ba.
What dem eba. And Mama Crystal Palace, Bologna,
Crystal Palace, FA Cup. What does it got to do with it? History now can Champions League. That history is in the Champions League.
Huh?
All of FA Cup.
I feel that you can.
And I'm trading enterprise, and I make come for the amount was to make up. Not to see it. It's a phone. It's a Samsung phone, or iPhone, or modern Nasasano, smart TV, no. Copacas, yes, and you may Manchester free more. I just say Casibuino. And on a year, now for your Manchester free moon. Franco, the air condition, no, Nasabo, when your church feeders no washing machines are microwave blend the CCTV camera and the function here. Come on. And if to make us see who are about Jabba Jewelry, who are called Challenge Bishop, who are called YFM Hormudi Honum, as Asuna for clinic and a new Kajetia, Honyanum, a 40% discount off. Shannon Sosa Fraser 245. 316969 0245 316969 Power Specialist Herbal Hospital Tutumrika Kowe Ohenere Akosodweya 9 times award waje edia bonuso ni nyina ni hepatitis B ho fatty liver more prostate etetemo fibroid ulcer kidney stone ni nyina no yade a wo tu ase dokodoko de ma wo liver can de yede two liver condition no ase yato no din caretakers mo nso amokoto jirikajiri Herbal Master and capsules no mema nko na yuso anwumre yi ebono ndu a mesrew bomodem na yi Manchester ne Tottenham Tottenham sam no to nkyɛn na die him ɛwɔ empam sanse no ɛne ma no ɛhwehwɛ wobɔwura mu aso ɛne nyinaa no a adupa no egu hɔ no mo 0244 544422 0244 544422 0200 383831 atumpan insecticide spray ni nyina no ene se amanfo bomodem enjoy papa aduham no eye lemon ne lavender would spray wi a ho hwehwehwam nya no nko aduham dia anka akoto spray bi na mom enam se wobedi kade akum tontom entafrentatia ni nso nkonsuo ni ntino obawie pe no na chese wasa enjoy se edem no aye hwehwehwam u spray a enko chiri in the next 15 minutes bowura dem ho kata asembia no eni ho a woni no ekoto nkwanta ehia eye 400 ml ana 750 na betimi ato a ni nyina no eye ade a obetimi abomodin etimi akoto na ye adwumade ama wo sokoban sanso enakra eye pokasi AC Peter Krade eye hakuna matata 0553 082674 0553 082607 yentwam nkota na sopatapa New Side Junction yenhwe maami abe yemfa yade ne die hu nkoda no eye Monday to Friday 7 to 5 p.m. and watana se adwuma sekese no atra Ghana ebibrem amanone nkofo ba etwe amanone ebibrem nkofo eba bomodem na faso chiyare no ekọ stroke no awone ma so dofo no nsamu nyina no monka mu na monko pressure no yenyimfiri no bonus ulcer hepatitis pal typhoid menstrual problem ni nyina no eye Monday to Friday 0243 345 392 0506 460 208 Fisma Red and Newoba and into my man number Nika now but we happen na just what be enjoying common 0500 210191 0551 498884 and the Fisma Red number of the Casa we pa ubetime afre and I'm there to the amawono 0500 210191 0551 498884 minko we wo bibini to maplas wa we yade ne gastric ulcer duodenal peptic ulcer stomach pain stomach gas indigestion yanka ni nyina emum ewom sa ulcer de wodi dia wo bre na nso wodi miwani na di heavy aduane nya ko yam wie na do nso kotom wie pa asumdie no aba eno ntibomodem so beto bi akoche obi a oyare ulcer obeda wase ni nyina no se do no ebo adwuma yie pa yentwam nko Ashtown the Bita Pharmacy bi wo ho mo amfa adum promise eba hanso ebi wa ha utwam nko enkra okashi the Bita ba akosha ho all leading herbal shops ni nyina no ye 0558 055894 0541 337 816 inti MCR head Philip Hammond and na woda Philippo special Philip Hammond Quay special birthday on confirm and pay boss play
I used to be free about by Mr. Obi
and that's Mr. Obi's
birthday I'm neighbor Mr. Obi so
Mr. Obi born wa na
I will say and na woda Mr. Obi the buy
oh London
o me na you so come oh send a picture kwa breme
when
na winter jacket kama
Obi so mfa birthday ni agro so wa yi na
so baby a obi ano ya me show na o ma nkwa tenten
Isabella Amwa car red Mercedes Benz C300 registration number here GR702716 GR702716 GR bajo captain any dia me so say be before for but any dia me so say mo za mi hebi hey asem na the captain ba be ba no say dia maza be ba so say okay any edi mo ade no GN 702716 route una aye 20th and 21st was it 4:40 a.m. and Akronfo ban if you Chikrum Abuaji Estate ebe fa kai was almost fa kan ko any sika was sorry here and ohun say asemu asini enti Abuaji Estate was all Chikrum no na Abuaji Estate to ntino say why bibia so
Abuaji contractor
oh sa na estate
wa Abuaji contractor oh da Abuaji contractor wonya na biko
okay
yeah
Why, who can be seen pay? Or so be all information via benzin this one, C class. A sinifee and a cron for my back.
Na 4:30 your book no.
Sir. I'm to Canada call. The number here over 0244 383 723 0244 383 723. But your police station be a ben one Oyerepa. I have one car we say and go for the name of normal dia. Jamo challenge omo. No free process for bra. No imagine pa croca car near Isabella Amoa. Or no and car. Akromfo ya kwa gutuo. On sisi be a fraser 24723 na fe yanko. Senior, it's saying
Nyame Adam boss.
Good. You didn't come on.
Well, Yamagana
fix my right.
Sure. Yamagana for Kwabemba. Oyerepa 100.7 Sunshine for Oyerepa television. You pass it through now. You didn't come on. Well, today's sport is just fix my right. You only the finishing. It's a baby related to car and I think. Yeah, I'm into broadcasting.
So comedian student, I'm a student.
Oh, okay.
It's very related to car, and I think I won't just no. Or may I service or GBC from then I may land on PR. But I do sports too.
There's a mayor of Rosu number one. The poor number.
I don't take cold water.
Oh, Massa, also you walk us up. Cold water, the bear was saying, cold water.
And see, as a brand in the end, and so Emedin come over from 0500 210 191, and I think 055 149 8884. Na weti mini and abon komo. Koma se yawo ahonje runabout in between Grid Co and I think Georgia Hotel. Obe huye na fin crime so yawo Odoko Kaneshi Highway Street no. And so now I'm fragging na wene yen and so abon komo. Number sa awo o TV set no active inti emu bia obetimi afre na wene yen abon komo. Yesi yaboa na ene oka no yesiesie de amount inti accident car singina they imported a family on abba. I say and I simple scratches abahum amomwa and accident and yesi aboa na fe yesiesie ne kama pa and so the amount na ebet is the afi kra na car no what on foforo inti yesi bra na ene and so emedi ho en komo sanso na fe yesi engine tuning winje na say na siense sano kra ne fa foforo ntuma ayade say ye opese ye nya de fe some modification e bia na party bi na say wo ho and so yetu afri ho nya de foforo and so ahye ho sanso na fe o car body no ye boa na yesiesie ne kama baby anya accident baby ade apem kakra amomo no and so yesiesie ne kama and so at the amamo na Africa no emu interior decorations ngina no ye at a cost and a simple at a price and also at that form pa na bibia and so akokama and so at the amount into a from emu interior decoration no from a steering wheel from a year we seat belt no seat na kasana what so no and ya bo na yesiesie ne kama and so at the amount pa Samsung Africa electricals dependent on the baby a wo sakron for back car no ho a let's say security gadget no be alert so am one who say no cre akron for and so abaka no ho screen panel ya dey boka na animu no do na agidi say a certain type of cars be there be car no say the one kasa person we see ne suit wa standard a open no what the an say obeba na ania na ba bedi ho nkomo ya ma screen panel what the aboy ye wo car no and so animu na bibia and so I fine at the ama oka no you say ya what the current contemporary world of digitalization into no ya boa near the abare for nim dia siesie oka no into you say once honum na yenya de fa na fidi na ebedi esika no so na diagnose 40 bia woka no ho so e de amount it say de nipadua no esitia no doctor recommend say ho be hia so be go hospital no san so na ka na tie ment na honum because 40 na bi ho na mebetimi aye symptomatic ye pese e che say ebetimi aba ne so na asiew Nti ne sɛ ɔde ba no na yɛgɛ total overhauling no na yɛasɛse ka no ho sɛ saa part wei ne part wei no na yɛadeɛ sɛ yɛammoa na yɛntiesie a ɛbɛtumi anam so ama car no nso anya nkwanhyɛ nti da bia mɛka sɛ road safety commission anaasɛ authority wɔn dwumadi a wɔnom di ɛkwan so dwoodwo dwumadiɛ no yɛn nso yɛboa na yɛcontribute yɛn quota na anam so ama accident ahodoɔ a mɛkɔ so no at least yɛntumi antu aseɛ kora yɛbɛtumi akɛbe ama no aba fam ɛnna bi yɛka sɛ yɛwɔ 3 major avenues a timi nam so maka akwanhyia ba ɛno ɛna one of them ɛyɛ yɛn area of speciality ɛsɛ yɛfrɛ no lack of maintenance nti yɛsɛ bra na maintenance bi a wɔwɔ car no ho no yɛmmoa na yɛnsiesie mfa ma nti wo sɛ nka accident dodoɔ ɛsi wɔ Ghana no sɛ nka yɛ investigations pa ma no asi ase a ka bɛhu sɛ dodoɔ no a woyi deɛ driver no anom nsa road networking bad road networking anya ka bɛhu sɛ dodoɔ no ayɛ deɛ yɛfrɛ no sɛ lack of maintenance nti yɛmpɛ sɛ wobɛbu w'anim nso agu so mene wo car no brakes na pɛ sɛ woyɛ no gear box no general maintenance nyinaa no wode ane sɛ wode bɛba yɛ n'aseɛ hɔnom yɛsan so boa na afei wayɛ deɛ yɛfrɛ no sɛ round up checks nti dependent on baabi a pɛ sɛ wode car no kɔ especially sɛ wɔyɛ embarke on a long distance journey a car no bɛuse ahoɔden dodoɔ paa de adi dwuma a yɛse fa ne nyinaa bra na yɛmmoa na yɛnyɛ saa dwumadua no anaasɛ yɛnyɛ saa round up checks ne ma wo nkyerɛ wo ho sɛ wei ɛna wokɔ on a long distance journey no ɛwɔ sɛ wɔyɛ obi wɔ nom afei ɛna ɔde car wodi dwuma foforɔ saa nneɛma no nyinaa n'asɛ nkyerɛhyɛ no nyinaa no ɔnso bɛtumi mahia saa nso no afei yɛtɔn cars from tear rubber ɛna afei ɛyɛ slightly home use no ne nyinaa yɛtɔn bi nso ɛde amount nti sɛ ne wopɛ car atɔ a wɔde ane so bɛba yɛ n'aseɛ hɔnom costed a form ebi a car yɛ redundant asɛ wɔ fitting shop nkwalaa di ɛso agorɔ anaasɛ ɔmo de di agorɔ ɛnɛ yɛbɛyɛ adeɛ kyen yɛnyɛ wɔde ane sɛ ɔbɛfrɛ yɛn sɛ car ne mpo ntumi start yɛba bɛtɔ ne yɛtɔ nso a yɛngye wo sika biara adeɛ sɛ repairing fee no ɛna yɛagye wo biribi kakraa bi ɔkaa ɛnyɛ accident wogye die sɛ ebia na car no wonya sika ade bɛyɛ bia ba wopɛ sɛ woyɛ nko adeɛ a yɛboa na car no nso watumi ayɛ na warepair na ayɛ mo no sɛ mmom woka sɛ wompɛ sɛ ɔbɛrepair bi mu a car no a yɛte ɔtɔ sorry yɛfrɛ no sɛ ɔtɔn ɛde ama yɛn na yɛama wo biribi kakra ama wode agu ɛyɛ wobɔtɔ mu nti yɛsɛ bra no ani yɛmɛdi dwuma wobɛfrɛ on 0500 210 191 ɛna afei 055 149 8884 ka ne hyɛ no so sɛ Kumase yɛwɔ ahodwo roundabout in between Gridco ɛna afei Georgia Hotel premises hɔnom ɛna afei nkran so yɛwɔ other call Carnation Highway Street no so sabia na bɛsɛ ne active wɔ ho kwan so bɛfrɛ na ne na bɔ nkɔmɔ menka sɛ ɔtwa mama kasa wie ɛna msɛ nyɛ me na me ansa call no bɛfrɛ on 0500 210 191 ɛna afei 055 149 8884 yɛsan so boa ne ama deɛ fɛ ne sɛ car courtesy delivery anaasɛ service ɔde car ɛnam along the line no car ne break it down a wode ya ne sɛ wobɛfrɛ yɛn yɛbɛbrɛ car na wode ato a wogye ne no so na de asɛe no yɛato kɔ yɛn aseɛ hɔnom ne yɛaka akɔ ɛmfa ho ne adwuma a woyɛ sɛ wowɔ busy schedules na ebi mpo a wontumi mba ma yɛnsiesie wo car ɛmfa ɛma wo no yɛbɛtumi aba fie aba bɛma home service deɛ wɔsɛ yɛtoo car no ɛde ba yɛn aseɛ hɔnom nso ɛyɛ adeɛ sɛ ɛno nso yɛyɛ ne saa nso ɛde ama wo nti sɛ ne wopɛ baabi a ɔde wo car bɛba ne yɛsiesie de ama wo a yɛnyɛ limited all type of cars from Lincoln from Chevrolet ne nyinaa Toyota brandy bi a yɛyɛ
from there okay car been about it
Chevrolet ne nyinaa yɛboa
that's a car ne de himpo what do Jaguar mu Jaguar so
car bi ayɛyɛ
o so obo grade A cars so I can Chevrolet ne Lincoln dia so be Jaguar and the Rolls Royce level now car no okay
and see car brand bia no yɛboa from heavy duty trucks the bus saloon cars 4x4 bibia or drink car any home maintenance and no adwin fix my ride car netto bibia fix my ride finally free on 0500 210 191 and I face 055 149 8884 Kumase yɛwɔ ahodwo roundabout in between Gridco and after Georgia Hotel and after in crime so yɛwɔ Doko Carnation Highway Street and also fix my ride sure yes you only the finishing maybe related to car and after count general service and numbers active over screens and I say obefre
That's it. Najma so a man you knew. Najma
I dealer.
And dealer.
How am I?
You say no more say. Man you phones a bro message my guy. Say the old can be anywhere one because I said Bilbao be show mo.
Nade.
And there free quarter final from Lyon.
Oh, Lyon.
Where you
Manchester for the new. Lyon. But say Lyon for some winning game now. 90 minutes. By extra time there Manchester. I'm part of extra time Manchester.
Got to Banaka, you know who they came Alaji and
Alaji they say
Captain Katanafi.
My source at the FA tells me say whatever been the case, Ghana football in terms of TV sponsorship any the same as today. Next season Ghana football business sponsorship. So until this super sports dealer here can watch when air by. My sources told me say FA has already signed a contract with Star Times, 5-year contract. At the amount it will be 6 million a year, subject to renewal. So the following year by 1 million. The following year it goes to 7 million. Then the 5 years.
7 million saying
Ghana cedis.
Okay.
But to start with, there's 6 million Ghana cedis. The FA has already signed with the Star Times. Now I said Keshasi in February this year. But Star Times won't opt out because some say February year midway, not league now, but now you almost started afresh with a fresh season. So that is the information that I have. So until this Super Sports, we are not so banner. Our more linking on. That's why you told me bit kakra. No say Star Times won't opt not to start from February. No, Super Sports for na bamwa. They are I am yet to establish. But my source is very strong at the FA. And then the FA, my source will catch them in this deal. The FA has signed that deal, and just something that FA no more can want him with Star Times now. A signed document. FA no assign the part. Don't know me. Anytime one say Super Sports, you know,
that is so reliable.
I tried the source. I tried the source. I tried the source. So I cannot throw it away. And Ghana and America say the contract next is chassis in February this year. February no Star Times and chassis because Mufi is the second defense in half of the season. According to the FA, that's what they're telling me. Yes. So yes. Sign no. And so February now. And started with the Star Times. That's help to say. So I want to make us say maybe reluctant to start in February. And maybe this Super Sports now bam dia.
But I say our contract no a boy break a from the whole can.
Okay.
When I put my pen on the paper, say my signing idea and in February. I mean anymore.
No. Yeah, I think
they signed. Saying in February. And
okay, so open way for another. So that's why that's why I mean clearly I can say maybe the Super
source the minimum contract on it.
Because I spoke to my source this morning.
I signed a contract so we start January. Now I started January. No answer the contract in
well, it's they all can invalid. But maybe the
FA a quite down for others.
Exactly.
So I want to do the earlier. We are all excited because
whatever be the case,
league, you know,
sponsorship.
Broadcast sponsorship.
Very important too.
Very important. At least you.
But the amount involved, 66 million a year, first year, 6 million. How do you see that one? Is it an elevation?
We'll check here. So we almost $2.5 million for 2 years. So it's remember 1.25 million for a year.
Okay.
So as I say, and I will say 6
million a year.
Ghana dollar is just 30 as a 12.
As a 12-10.
We are almost the same figure.
Okay.
Almost the same. Dollar maybe it's slightly.
Okay. So that's the information that I have over there. Because God can almost maybe problem with God can say so too. I would tough on they don't plan. Season we are, then you see them making some announcement. Gaka executive, no executive. There's also planning at the year. I got that term season the best chassis. You walk the arrangement no. Back up top 4. Everybody at the end of the year. Say any how I because I can. Ebi asika club no sika club the winner benya participating clubs come benya all these things no so to season be do side we are aware that ye nkonko we season no na ye be we no akwa so you be hoping say both Kotoko and Haas ever qualify na ama competition no are great because they want to rely on the support base of these two teams. Also this is a lazy man's approach because to link way to the FA Cup. When FA Cup occur 10 years off nearby, you know, they find a way to whatever being the case. It doesn't matter teams that qualify. Even though major teams that has at any point in time, it becomes bigger than any other team that qualify.
But then you're making a good point. But to tell me the lazy man approach is not fair. Mami, show a difference.
Tell me so too.
Yeah, what GFA organized competitions.
Yeah.
I don't know. The clubs are obliged.
Sure.
You cannot pull out.
Sure.
The top 4 is an off-season competition.
Sure.
We have our plans to travel to Germany.
That is true.
And there's a difference.
That's true.
And may come because I've been part of these organizations before. Look, Kromoha, Okope sponsorship for top 4. The first question the MD asks you is the teams involved. And you know, you cannot mortgage it. Say teams will be for be our sponsors. Be no correct. Because also invest. He wants return on investment. So I'm saying that. Nam no ya adina to say we describe as lazy man. Because okwa you so asem.
Yeah.
Say sponsors now say man. Why am na involved? Why am na ebebo? Why? O say aduana okay, go and see my sponsorship people next week.
Yeah.
Community
I don't know liking with the FA Cup no.
The FA Cup
there's been a time whatever been the case, there's been a time Kotoko has no qualify. No, but time qualify to the final. FA Cup it was successful.
That's the World Cup final. Whether they are part of the competition, they in the first round go.
Yes, so you can also make the competition such that it doesn't necessarily mean that Kotoko has ever come. So one can have a competition, you know, planning the year. Maybe you will not get the amount of Kotoko has
familiar with sponsorship. Probably you would do.
But the competition must top 4. Started saying you know. So if Gaka is serious, top 4 nay and clubs no because do not clubs that become programs on. But because of more actions and inactions, clubs, everyone said the Gaka themselves are not serious. It's no found because why can you come and tell me when the seasons are about to end, you're about top 6, you're about top 8, you're about top 4. You see the point? But South African, and the clubs here by your leadership.
So they sit there and discuss with the club.
So they have to act quickly. I saw acting on time because maybe a now call South Africa. Is it Vodacom top 4 so? Something that you fix. So clubs were prepared for it. By the idea, Vodacom also. By the FA, South African FA. I think we have more information about that. You know, Vodacom at that time.
And do your invitational tournament.
Good.
Invitational tournament.
So top 4 years
top 4 in the competition, baby. I'll place it.
But
now get difference. So why now? But baby, I'll place it. Nobody is ready to invest. That is the Sultana Ghana and the AM. Because sponsors want it. This one me no nimu a. Edin so beka say, and okay, what remember will be 100,000 cedis. Man will be 100. Why are you going to get the money? Because without sponsors you can't get the money. Impo attendance becomes an issue.
You need to work hard. Maybe Gaka can do better than this. I will text some aspect of it, but they can do better than that. I think
boss, now what is it?
Oh, okay.
I still love and kicking.
Okay. Now, Swami, what's Swami?
Swami, there. This Swami there said, na me ko kinga so no ya me timi hope
yeah
boss mama chia ai Manchester for coach Amobi
na also
amore me chia no
opera so
Manchester for ko achire dodo
baba we just
boss
o ka league na
ai
I'm the 16
ene da ho no o Ghana ga fe no coach Amobi boss mamenko event say baby enam check coach for performance na me wish you the best of luck this coming Sunday boss because of focus here nyambi aduma House of Folk versus Accra Lions match na beba so this coming Friday time no na company 4 p.m. by the Konu sia se be ya my phone sa mere no wetima pamba wetima be match the gate fee no so aba polachi 30 cities ena
ewo Accra ho na ya na nze muko
yeko na no kura say yi brekum yi organize the nipa
ni brekum de ben ha na grande na nze se monko kura
yi leader na ewo ho no abas
ongono nta nkono nze
oko ai me na Messi say na kwese o se dua bi enyina na po bam ye paso mfie konkan du ba bi a u jama nkoda bani fo se hu se bani
fo baba mfie no konkan this what was saying
mo nyabi at October na ko 76
hey
76
yes
wow
alaji
wa project to no one more years ahead oh good
oni mde enye nwanwa eno kre
wow
go say en kola 2-3 years also na baba mu e bra o
oh I see project to
no master akwam
master akwam
Ken Kenzo Kwame Nkrumah.
Somebody says baba ya there.
Ken Kenzo Kwame Nkrumah.
Da ben birthday no.
29th October.
We do also be celebrate you. Why are there 7 days?
Me never be count. Maybe a 10.
As a senior worker senior chef for.
Oh, that's senior
who na ya che.
Me tell me about there. Senior Obaha.
Baba zo 10 no.
Baba serious why akwala. Yeah, bompa ye.
Baba na akwala sa.
Yeah, bompa ye ma baba. Senior baba. Yeah, bompa ye man kotoko fu nyina bompa ye man. Senior ene oba ye wa we shift from poor man so.
No za danger. I don't know we shift from poor man.
What am I no we shi no? Senior abore no. What is them go.
From poor man so. Madam for no.
Oh yeah, inside.
Na kwesiara so wo adwuma bi ye e de mame.
Na no judge me say mfa ho.
E fa me ho. Asabe na fa di pa ho boss. Emre ni mutra ka me example.
Mam ye no bi
the French for the aba no.
French for the.
I say asem e fa ni pa ho. Asem bi e fa ni pa.
Asem e fa ni pa ho. Mema example na. Asem e fa ni pa ho no say. Wo hu no achiche de. Na so no wo mfrosoro. Wo daase. E na abo ko ka che ni say. Anoma ko ka che ni say mahu say ahoma ko ka kyene se mo husa abo wo yidide wo soro na se wan kasa ankyere na asibi no mfa nipa ho so wo de me da asase wo no wote soro me fa no ho bai ena omu na bofuo bi wa ko hunting expedition wa nya nam duo na sibriku abo no sum ena o mata ya so ne tei abo an beto ho akwa no ko ya ofa abo na akyechede ni no fa ro de chebuto no simi da asase nya nwam
Antonia
mienu twa hama na odi chichire to mo chebuto mo ba na hama ka jese ka chachire se so
me ka treo na asim fam
na asim fam
eno na ama asim bia fa nipa ho
asim bia fa nipa ba bia ni fa ho se ba bia ni kura sa wo hwe a boss sa wo hwe a mri ni wa fa ntima me fa mbra na me ba na ma borrow ni time Voici, Club du Ghana, appelez-moi après me dire qu'on conçoit la mort. Dior, merci beaucoup. Tout de quoi? Pierre Petit, la mort, Salam Shroum, le tout.
Bon, you would have said French as well. But we have some contempt.
Match akotokwane goes as bebo league no was it 3 teams na option or more quite betimi age nations wo hwe omo percentage omo
na ka French man teams dey omo and now o can in French teams in the of French
nations was 67% advantage o betimi age Gold Stars Oh, 32.5%.
Now I half. Oh.
I
half.
Kotoko 7.5.
So meet my dealing,
no. L'occupation du club du Accra, Black Stars du Ghana, West Avant Lama, qu'est-ce qu'il y a là? Mauvier là. Voici, il y a Asare ni Asare. Asare ni Wako Blast, il y a bien Daniel Asare. That's actually kind of free. Okay, pass us in a car. What do you have?
Sina, as we also come with you.
Me match them and I'm better. Me me to man for me time. And you want to get tanko.
I think I said. Asa ni akọ blast enyo bi ada. That's actually.
Enyo atala ni watala. Enyo watala. Wako haja ye pam no.
Boss, tibidi asem boy bi. Bidi asem boy bi. Apa terrace so 80 cities. And VIP 1 and 2 no. First one 80, in the second one so 100. And a VIP proper no so.
Baba production
100 cities.
Okay. Okay. Mate.
Has a match.
Yeah, that's a plan.
Mami check Kofi Kabila. Or Acheampong.
Acheampong here.
Acheampong here so. Si anana menchie Sika Obush.
Sika Obush.
George Asante. Joseph Asante.
Ono so Kotoko ni o.
We Kotoko ni. So opecha man cry wo. Osomtwe.
Okay.
Chiana is a Francis Ejebe Queen.
Oh.
My boss on so Chiana pa.
Ono unya ni din boda o.
Hey. One day, a friend, Meto, so I'm sorry. Oh, the Ambron science, yeah. Yes, I'm a queen. I'm too good. Papa, we. Boss, with the moon.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Babao.
Yes, I want
Tina Brena for
Director. Boss, wouldn't be so why you papa me wouldn't feed down my brother. I have a homenka. Boss, your coduma feed the demo. Nami Jare. Me see form. Hey, Papa, dear Nami Huni. Wana. The boy of fat telephone. You shall drop in mamma was a call. Dr. Nesopuku. Boss, the Kudri and the Cambi Dr. Sanopuku ship.
Attacks.
What I need to attack
Gibo.
Doctor pay me free one you meet.
Oh, fine. And as on so metal, so I'm sorry. The Bodiana size. Yeah.
Where's the so Dr. Nesokotoko new? Kotoko ni.
Mzabakuzi Kotoko.
No, Kotoko ni or two way. Kotoko one
boss.
Kotoko one.
Oh, Dr. Amon. Kotoko. And Dr. NS Dr. Amwa Dankwa.
Kotoko.
Also you ni. And I'm more Dr. Boating.
Kotoko.
Also Kotoko. Also a Medimosis. Omuna, you. Yeah.